Hello friends and followers. Just wanted to make a quick video discussing the first week of my Pamplemousse fast. Supposed to be 2 weeks on oranges, but just the nature of Vanuatu, oranges aren't abundant. They do get imported, but they're a lot more expensive than just going down to the market and getting 40 of these at a time for, not much money at all. 50 cents each or less. So, about halfway through. It's been mostly juice for me. The idea of the protocol is to clean out, so that's what the citrus is good for. I've been doing mostly juice, but I've decided to sit down and actually eat some of them again for dinner. Energy levels have been really good, as I kind of expected when you do juice. I've only been having 2 liters a day and down to just half a liter of filtered water in the morning with some lemon. No crazy eliminations, as in bowel eliminations. Some other guys in the fasting Telegram group are getting some pretty crazy things out. Mucoid plaque, parasites, meat-along worms. It's crazy stuff. I'll tag Ren, who's the group leader in this video, so you can go check out the stuff that she's been getting out. It's pretty grotty, but it's really interesting stuff, discussing detox symptoms rather, and what you can expect. It's really helpful if you haven't done something like this before, to have a group of people around you who are supportive and understand what you're going through, and have maybe been through some things that you haven't before. It's really reassuring, as opposed to just going in blind like a lot of people do when they first get into health or things that are considered a bit extreme, like fasting. That was definitely the case for me. So very fortunate to be able to discuss our findings and our feelings, because it can be quite an up and down process. It's definitely not a linear journey, pursuing your health and getting clean. That's about it at the moment. I haven't had a bowel movement in 4 days, I would say. I was pretty clean to begin with, eating mostly just fruit, which I have been for pretty much the whole time I've been here in Vanuatu. Mostly just bananas before that anyway. So it was quite a gentle transition, which is what you'd want to do in an ideal world when you prepare for something like this. You wouldn't want to go into it straight off eating heavy carbs and maybe meats if you eat that stuff as well. You'd want a period of easing off that into more raw foods, and then into the juices. And then even more important than that is the way that you break it. And you'd want to do the same on the way out. Especially if it's a water fast or even a dry fast, which I don't recommend for long periods. You could experiment with maybe 24 hours, but even then you want to make sure you're really hydrated and you've at least cleaned some grotty stuff out of your gut. It wouldn't be the first thing you'd do if you've never done something like this before. So going to start maybe eating some of these again of a night time, to see if I can't scrub some more stuff out of my bowels. I'll just end on actually how the first couple of days started, so I don't forget it. The first day was quite rough. Haven't felt that bad since, but basically I decided to eat all of the pamplemousse that day. And up until then I'd been eating a lot of bananas because I had a whole bunch off a tree that I found up near the school. So I was eating, because they all come ripe at the same time, I was eating probably 30 or plus more, 30 plus a day. Bananas good for heaps of energy, but they also are a bit taxing digestively, and they definitely bulk up your GI tract and your stool, so there was quite a bit still left in there. And I know I do have some bowel issues still, because I can see in my eyes. I study a bit of iridology. So yeah, I think the pamplemousse kind of sat on top of the banana straight away, and it made me feel really ill. Yeah, you notice when there's an obstruction to the flow of energy. It kind of just sat there, and my energy got pulled from everywhere else and went straight to my gut, basically. So I needed to rest a lot that day. Felt pretty bad. If I had access to an enema kit and the proper binders and herbs, as is ideal for one of these fasts, which I would have done if I was at home, then I would have done an enema. Usually when you start to feel low energy, that's a good time to do an enema, and you'll usually notice a big elimination of some sort, and then you'll feel a lot better. So I didn't have that option, so I just toughed it out, went to sleep, and then had a good stool the next morning, and my energy returned. I was then out of pamplemousse and only had some bananas left that I didn't get time to eat before the fast started. So I decided to just spend that day eating the rest of those bananas, and I ended up blending a lot of them as well. So it was quite a lot of energy going into the body. It was, from memory, 50 bananas or more. So quite a lot. But felt really good that day, and I guess it kind of bulked up the system again and helped push anything else out through and out the other end, and felt good since. So really the third day was when I properly started on the pamplemousse. And yeah, ever since then energy's been good. So that's week 1, and I'll check in next Saturday.